How would we summarize this wide-ranging session today?
Yeah, well, I can start. I'm leaving here absolutely buoyed and excited and energized and quite mischievous and playful with the what I've heard. My takeaway today is this beautiful dance exchange between the masculine and the feminine, and particularly how beautifully it's expressed in your guys' relationships with your partners, and in your case, Steve, with the whole family and all of those masculine and feminine energetics, and then the incredible blessing of the new baby, of newbie landing in the world. But what's hit me is how what's hit me. What I'm leaving here with is this gratitude and appreciation for the data concept of the David data concept of the masculine and feminine actually in relationship needing to have friction, because the friction provides the energy for the connection. So there is that, which is a bit like good, bad, right, wrong, ugly, duality, blah, blah. But what I'm taking away is how absolutely real that is, and how beautiful it is to hear that and feel that in our sharings today as an expression of being alive. And of course, we find these unending ways to make it fun and enjoyable and have a giggle, and particularly at each other's stories about how we manage that, how we, how we, how we interact with that massive piece of work called the feminine, and how sometimes it's great and sometimes it's bloody demanding and overwhelming and all of that. The juice of life comes from that friction between masculine and feminine, and I'm loving it right now. So that's me, a whole.
Yeah, I'm reflecting on the universe ability to put things in front of me that are absolutely necessary at that particular point in time, even though I might not notice it at the time. And when I reflect on what actually happened, um, that I realized that it was quite important. And I th think holding up about 2 minutes before this call, or a few minutes before this call, um, some lovely people banged on the door and gave me this brochure. And they said to me, um, "Do you think suffering will ever end?" And I said to them, "Yeah, when I die." And and then, and I guess I didn't think too much of it until later on, um, and it's um, yeah, there's a whole interesting. I'll have to reflect on that a bit more. And I've been super busy lately, and chopping and changing between lots and lots of tasks, and feeling like I'm not adequately doing any of them. And I guess that probably constitutes a bit of suffering for me because I'm not good at doing that. And um, yeah, so I'm going to see every moment as an opportunity to learn something or an opportunity to practice. So yeah, thank you.
I will take away a real, first of all, I'm really grateful for a restored perspective in how things are happening out from under me, always to the greater good. This oneness work that we've done for years, one of the core thing is uh, all things are happening automatically. And that's when I am able to zoom back and see the bigger picture, I can breathe and say, this is all happening for the right reasons. That's not easy to remember when I'm down in the minutia of it. But from today's call, I'm taking away a more focus for me on the bigger picture in whatever I'm in. and how it's always driving for the best, the greatest good for all, always a better result than I can come up with. So it's just a reminder to stay the hell out of the way. Keep my keep my hands in my pockets as often as I can. Somebody said, never pass up a good opportunity to keep your mouth shut. And I am reminded of that after today's call. So thank you, brothers. Thank you.
Yeah, I actually think that my takeaway from today is not is a couple of words that I didn't actually use in my share, and that is the power of trust. Yeah, to trust that however I'm going to be or whatever's going to happen is going to be an opportunity for me to practice, to learn, to respond, to be present to what is. And it doesn't mean that I can just, or I should just let everything go and hope for the best, but I want to be conscious in my trusting and in my role, and and honor the process and my own experience and what I bring, and how I can support others to bring the best of themselves and do the same for me, and how much trust and gratitude I have for the safety that we've created between us in our shared experience, in person and on the screen. So, yeah, really grateful for what feels like the power of trust and intention, and the love that's offered between us all. So thank you, brothers.